on. Let me get this. I talk too fast, so notes help with that. Oh my gosh, let me just take it in. This has been a dream of mine. This has just been a vision to connect with women all over the world, and to see it right in front of my face is just, it's almost overwhelming, I tell you. So welcome everybody to the East Meets West networking event. Are you ready to inspire one another? Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm ready too. I'm so excited to show you off to each other. You are equally amazing organizations, and it's an honor on both sides to come together. You know, we're making history, really. I mean, two organizations on different sides on different coasts of the United States coming together to network is just extraordinary. Heidi, I watched an interview you did for a local TV station in Erie, Pennsylvania, and you said, you know, we need to be grateful in these times. You were talking about the pandemic and the after effects of the pandemic and such. And I want to tell you, I am grateful for you. I'm grateful for all of you, because you navigated the shelter in place restrictions and you built your network up during a global pandemic. Just think about that. Let that sink in. I mean, just let it sink in. We were out there making connections that, you know, there were other people that were just in total shock in their sweatpants. Not to say we didn't have our sweatpants on under our dresses with our Zooms, but it was, you know, I still have my fuzzy slippers on. They look like bunny shoes. So, you know, let's get around to ourselves, because that was really extraordinary. So amazing. So let me tell you a little bit about PWN for some of you that don't know. I like to call her the lady. So the lady is 37 years strong this year. 37 years. That's all. That's just a lot of meetings, a lot of networking, connections. It's just totally amazing. Our founding mother, Grace Darcy, a little Irish woman, not even 5 foot tall. I met her when she was in her late 80s and spent all the time I could with her before she did pass. But she decided she wanted to start a place that was safe for women to meet, grow, and exchange ideas. Now, this was the 80s. And if you're anywhere near my age, the 80s was not a good place to be in the marketplace as a woman. It's pretty astonishing when I look back at some of the treatment I witnessed and went through myself in the 80s. So she was really dead set on just getting a place for women to grow and help each other in business. So she made flyers, because we didn't have the internet in the 80s, and she passed them out. On the date of the first meeting of the Professional Women's Network, a huge storm blew in off the bay. Buckets of rain and strong gusts of wind blew into the night. Founding mother was disheartened. She thought, oh, certainly no one would come to this meeting in that kind of weather. Then came the first knock on the door. And when she opened the door, she saw two women on her porch huddled together, drenched, hair sticking up, and umbrellas inside out. In they came, and then there was another knock, and in come the drenched women in until her living room filled up, and there was not even a seat left in her living room. And so was the night was born PWN. And so I loved hearing that story from my founding mother, and I made her tell it to me over and over. But it's just amazing that we kept it going. Her vision kept going for 37 years now. So now, fast forward to 2020. While other organizations shut down, we grew a global tribe of strong and dynamic women. Basically, everything around here was shut down. I don't know about in your area, Heidi, but no organizations were open. No networking organizations were open whatsoever. They didn't even have a Zoom. So we decided, well, okay, we're going to have 3 Zooms a month, and off we went. So my vision is that we keep growing globally and continue to strengthen women through networking, training, and coaching, and to provide those opportunities for meaning business relationships with a lot of us have. We know exactly what that means from the heart, to have those meaningful business relationships. I truly believe that our personal growth depends on the people we meet and the relationships we grow. Don't underestimate the power of a global relationship. You know, there's a lot of commerce that goes on between our 2 groups. There's money going back and forth. But if you've got the kind of business that can only really do business locally, you can still get a lot from those relationships. You get connections that can further your business down the line. And you have to have faith that that will happen. And it does happen. Patty Farmer can attest to that thousands of times. So let me bring on Heidi now. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Heidi for those who don't know her. She's a networking queen, speaker, coach, and a licensed psychotherapist. She believes every woman deserves to imbibe their attributes as a queen. Heidi teaches networking as a tool to help build self-confidence in women and promote clarity within their lives. And you divas can attest to that. She provides a step-by-step guidance to assist others out of their comfort zone and live boldly and confidently in their lives and businesses. Okay, here's a fun fact about Heidi. And you probably wouldn't have guessed this.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have another call that wanted to start at 2 o'clock. And so I'm like, hang on, I gotta okay. Finish up this other call that I got going on.
Okay, you got it.
What?
Heidi is a recovering introvert and once had a debilitating fear of public speaking. Would you ever have guessed that, ever? So I'll turn it over to Heidi, but first I do want to congratulate Heidi and her divas who are celebrating their 10th anniversary this year. So let's give it up for the divas.
Thank you.
Heidi?
Thank you. So I'm just going to say a quick hello. And what that means is you all need to wave to me. That's what the queen likes. Hello, beautiful women. So this is so special. I could get teary-eyed right now because this is truly a manifestation of women working together and being empowered. And like Theresa said, you know, during the pandemic, we turned around quickly and went global. But I believe so much in the power of networking. And I have 2 gals who are on the call right now, Turney and Renee. We all knew each other in the 80s. They're from my first networking group in Los Angeles. For those of you that don't know, I lived in Los Angeles for 20 years. So many of you in Monterey, I kind of still have that California vibe that I connect with. You know, it's amazing though. I always want to go global because I know, and I'm always pushing the divas, and they will tell you that, and I give them permission to tell you that I'm always pushing them to go higher, to play bigger, to get out of their comfort zone. And that's what this is all about. Meeting new women. The women, the divas are wonderful, the women in the area, but let's go to the next level. And like Theresa said, you may not have a business to support, but you can still have a conversation. How can we collaborate? And, you know, so Theresa and I just connected right away. And what I love is that we want a role model for you. We both have networking organizations. We have membership fees. Guess what? We don't believe in competition. We're supporting each other. How many of my divas that I said, join that networking group right now? How many of you are double dippers? Raise your hand. So, and the same, and then many of the PWN have met the divas. It's all just trusting the process. And I want to continue to bring my divas bigger and to continue to meet and connect with all these PWN sisters, as I know that you often call yourself. and see how we can help each other. And to find a tribe, that's what I was looking for, a tribe that just says yes to the possibilities. That's what's amazing. So you have a wonderful ringleader, and I'm excited to just get on a plane soon. I am going to prophesize the future, that we are all going to be at a convention center in Erie, PA, and someplace special in Monterey. And let's continue the conversations that are going to start. So imperfect though Coffee Club Divas style, and because I've been trained by your PWN Marion, we have to take a picture, because I have to show all of you off, because I'm going to market you, because that's what I like to do, is show you off. And all those people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I should have been on that call. Look at all those hot women. So Marion, as what have you trained us? Tell us how to pose again, because she does a great job of that. Would you step in and tell us how to pose for this photo?
Well, so you want to take one of your shoulders and point it towards the camera, and then turn your head to the camera, look in the little green dot up there, and smile pretty.
I need smile. Now I do need a wave. I need a wave. Everybody give me a wave. We are divas and sisters, and let's let the party begin. Thank you. I think you're muted, Theresa. I think you're muted.
I can't believe I did that. I wanted to thank two of the ladies for orchestrating our breakout sessions, and that is Gay Friedman, and she's our programs director, and she's also a professional happiness coach, and Megan Mers, and she's our membership director, and she's also the business development coordinator for my company's disaster cleanup specialists. So give them a hand for behind the scenes work that they're doing. Okay, now I'm going to, Megan wanted to just come on and explain a little bit about our membership drive.
Thank you, Theresa. So my name is Megan Mertz, part of the Professional Women's Network. Very honored to have the divas on this call today, and great time because we do have our membership drive. So before the pandemic, our prices was $150 for the year, and now we are at $65, but come September 1st, we will be back to $150. So now is the time to join. So how this works is you have the opportunity to have a virtual gift basket for a product or professional service, valued roughly around $100 or more. And for every person who donates into the, to different things. There's two different things. Okay, let's go back to membership drive. So it's a $165 value for the month or for the year. And in honor of that, you will be entered into the membership drive contest to win a virtual basket. The virtual basket consists of over $100 worth of prizes. So right now we have about 15 baskets, over $3,600 worth of prizes. And if you donate a basket, you're able to put your name into it to win another basket. And the winner who refers the most members for this month will be able to win a $250 gift certificate to the store or restaurant of their choice. So that's, whether it be in Pennsylvania, Monterey. And on top of that, the winner will also be interviewed on our fabulous Marketing, Media, and Money Patty Farmers podcast, who has over 100,000 listeners. So also, because the rate is $65 for the members up for the Professional Women's Network, you can also renew early. So it's a great opportunity. You can really renew twice for all the way to 2024 for about $150 value. So it's a great opportunity. I'd love to get more information if you have any. So thank you.
Thank you. Yes. So we actually have two different contests going on. One, you get one member in and you get a ticket. So you get that basket, that virtual basket worth $3,600. And then if you bring in the most members, you get a $250 gift certificate and get to be interviewed on Patty Farmers. That's a podcast, which is really great. And I think, Megan, don't we get also, they get a year's advertisement on our website also?
Yep.
Yeah, a lot to remember. So
I have a question, Theresa. There's somebody, Debbie Campbell says, is there an update on who has referred members so far? Debbie Campbell, I don't know if you want to address it, but there is a question in the chat.
I have the numbers off the top of my head. So
Yay, yay.
we have Patty Farmer with 4, Debbie Campbell with 2, Wendy Brickman with 1, and myself with 1 as well. So there we go.
So a lot of chances to win here. So pretty fun stuff. Okay, now I'm going to bring on Patty Farmer, and she will help you navigate through your breakout rooms. Patty is our PWN marketing director, and she is also a marketing, media, and money expert and business growth strategist and an international speaker. She also is a podcast host and magazine publisher. You should have all saw her magazine that we put on the Facebook pages. If not, go back, and I was reading it yesterday. I could spend all day reading it. It's amazing. But her biggest claim to fame, are you ready, Patty?
Mhm.
Your biggest claim to fame is her vast collection of shoes, which we want pictures of, Patty, soon.
Told.
So Patty, take it away.
Thank you so much. I am so excited to be here. I have to tell you just the thought of all my favorite things, sisters, coffee. I'm a coffee connoisseur. So like, I have to tell you, I love coffee, diva. I'm a diva, a goddess, a duchess, man. I'm all of those. I'm in. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited for this to happen. East meets West. And I'm right in the middle in Dallas. So right in the middle. So I love it. So I want to start before we go into our breakout rooms. I kind of want to set the intention and kind of give you guys a challenge too. So here's my challenge. We don't want it to stay East and stay West, right? We want to be together. So here's my challenge. When you're listening in the 2 breakout rooms that you're going to be in, here's my challenge. I would love it if every single one of you, if you're in PWN, I would love it if you'd walk away today having set 3 appointments with divas. And I'd love it if the divas would set 3 appointments with PWN. Like that would just be amazing. So I'm going to challenge you to do that. So first of all, everyone up to the challenge? Can I get a hell yeah? Okay, good. Okay, awesome. So now we're going to go into our first breakout session. And so we really kind of want to be able to have a good conversation. And so we're going to give you a topic. So here's your topic for the first one. So the first one is, we would love for you to share with us what is the best testimonial you've ever gotten, best compliment you've ever gotten from a client. Like, really think what it was, whether it doesn't have to be the monetary one. It could be like something that really touched your heart, but what is the best compliment a client has ever said to you? So kind of think about that. And Gay, back to you.
I'm sorry, Patty, you said we're gonna divide them into 2 rooms?
How many do we have? So we have 34.
Yeah.
So
you
I'm
want-
going to say, can we put them in like 5 people each as best we
Okay.
can? So 7.
So then we'll have how many minutes to share with each other?
Oh, you want information. I'm sorry. So what are you going to do what are we going to say? So if there's 7 groups, 5 people in them, we're going to be like 15 minutes.
Okay. And we have a couple minutes to talk each, and then the ringleader to kind of keep things moving. Do we want to go by the person with the shortest hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, 15 minutes. The question is the best compliment you ever had, and the person with the shortest hair starts. And when we come out of the breakout rooms, we're going to ask what you've learned. Here you go.
Oh, I just love seeing all these faces coming back in.
Okay, Patty, it says you raised your hand.
That's because I knew that knew that we were going to do sharing, and I wanted to put my hand up.
Oh,
Oh, you wanted to share first, Patty?
I wanted to make sure.
Yay, okay. Well, let's do our takeaways, our ahas and takeaways, or anything that really it spoke to your heart when the other people were talking in your group. Go ahead, Patty.
So I have to tell you, I was in the group. I was in the group where she go with Crystal, and I was in the group with Melissa Paddock. And I have to tell you, Melissa shared a story when we said, could you tell us about like the best compliment and something that you achieved? And she shared this story that in the times we're in right now, last December, she started working with someone. She's a financial advisor, and she had to tell them that they couldn't retire. She had to tell them no. And this month she was able to tell them that she could. In this time we're in now, from last December to now, they got to retire because of her. And the thing that I love the most that really touched my heart is where she could have just like totally took credit for that. She didn't. She said, you know, I helped them, but it was really the shift they made in their mindset, and she put it all back on them. And I think that was just amazing. It almost made me cry. It was so powerful.
Very nice. And don't get any ideas about retiring, Patty. I need you.
I won't.
Carolyn Gish.
Hi. Yeah, and you're not allowed to retire, Patty, ever. Sorry.
Ever.
Just saying. Make that clear. So what I mean, I was in the group with Kenneth, Julian, Krista, and Rhonda, and really amazing women. And what I really got from it is just how we're looking at things from a perspective of just going that extra mile for clients. It's either that we're authentically listening or we're trying to uncover things. And I'll touch on two things. One with Krista, she told a great story of someone who wanted to sell their business, and with forensic accounting, it was valued first at 400, I think it was 400,000. So yeah. And then with the really digging deep, because, you know, this is their lifeblood, this is their business, she got it valued and they sold it for $8 million. And so just amazing work there. And as a financial planner in the past myself, I was just saying, you know, people that have businesses start from the ground up, and that's everything to them. And so to be able to retire and be able to do that. So she got a lovely Louis Vuitton purse that she can show you there as a gift and thank you. So I was just saying that's wonderful. Just so obviously so grateful and a very nice touch. And then the other story that was really neat was Rhonda. And she worked with a lot of celebrities in food artistry and food science, which of course being a holistic nutritionist, that was really interesting. But she was working with a chef from the World Trade Center, and he managed to get out and not be killed in that. So, I mean, so I heard more of that story. And then she also there was a foodie writer that I believe this is correct. Sorry, Ron, if you can jump in if I get this wrong. But that was just, she respected her writing and she was well known, and she said she was one of the best persons to work with, that she get the job done and she would hire her anytime in the future. But what the other thing I got from that is just, and I touched on it, is trusting your gut. I mean, I said to how did that chef know not to, like, how did he manage to save himself? And he kind of like, oh, I think I should go here instead of there. And just had this feeling. And so I think really as women, we have such an incredible womb space, and men do too, but I mean, we don't listen to our gut. And I think that's what's really important, is to always trust our gut and trust our instincts and celebrate our clients and our own successes. So that's what I have to share.
That is awesome.
That was awesome.
Thank you. And Roxanne.
Ladies, oh my gosh. So I had the blessings of being with Debbie, Elizabeth, Renee, and of course, Heidi. And what I find more so now than ever, I think, and maybe it's just as women together, we're evolving and we're growing. is the collaborations and the connections that are happening, and being that together we are more. We're big we-hearted women in all of these communities, and we've put aside the me, and it's about the we. It's about creating bridges. It's about serving. It's about empowering, encouraging, enlightening other women, and making sure that the little nuances of the I's being dotted and the T's being crossed in a very personal way, if that makes any sense. And I know when it was Debbie who was talking about, she was doing a market, a bit of a trade show, and getting together with women and looking at the crystals, and having her girlfriend's mom be more joyful than ever, just to be in the community of other women and finding that delight and that joy, that bringing back that inner child, that sisterhood in that tribe that can offer. And of course, Elizabeth being able to help and support within her role of parents, being better parents and taking more of, I guess, control of where they can take control and release where they can, and that encouragement. And I cannot wait to have coffee with Renee. It's like I got goosebumps, Renee, about our coffee, and I'm really excited about that, because love conquers all. And when you actually help a woman heal and feel better, and emboldening her with her to again rediscover herself within new love, I think that's going to be a very beautiful thing. I can't wait. So it was a beautiful breakout session. Thank you. It's a great idea.
Thank you, Roxanne. I have the Queen. Go ahead, Queen.
Oh, I just have a quick, because Roxanne kind of spoke for our group so eloquently. Thank you. First of all, I just want to say thank you again to Gay, because I've only been in these breakouts one other time, and then we're in there, and she gave us the 3-minute window. And part of me, when we disperse, I feel like I'm going out into the clouds. So thank you, Gay, for keeping track of that. And yes, I'm just so excited. So everybody in my group, I knew intuitively I love playing matchmaker to set up coffee dates. So there'll be some of you that I'll be contacting that I know will be a great fit for each other. I already see the collaborations growing. So it's wonderful just to have these few moments of each person talking a little bit more. So
yes,
I'd love to hear who else would like to
Wasn't
share.
that great? Yes, you don't have to rush, Queen. We would love it if you would put links to your social media in the chat so we can grab them out for ourselves and connect with you, even a phone number, whatever way you'd like to be contacted. But it would be nice to get your social media so we can actually find you too on that. So put those in the chat also.
Can I say something, Theresa? Can I say
yes.
something? When you're doing your thing, a lot of people don't know this. If you do, just don't mind me. But a lot of times people don't know that when you're on Zoom and you put your links in the chat, if you put www, they're not live. And if you put HTTP, they're live. So if you want people to be able to just click because they save it in the thing, use HTTP, not www. Just a little tip.
Thank you. Now you know why we love our Patty. Marion.
So I'll just chat very briefly about our group. We had three PWNers and 2 divas. So it was a nice mix of group, but the commonality between all of us is there's a great sense of compassion and love when we do our business. And I think Joanne Gessner said it so beautiful, but we all are coming from that place of wanting to make a difference, about helping people actually make transformations. And of course, everybody had wonderful testimonial or compliments to share. So we had I'm sorry if I don't pronounce it right, Hong Fung, Joanne Gessner, Theresa Ream, Remley Peck, and myself. So I just thank everybody, and we're looking forward to connecting and sharing Facebook groups, so or at least personal profile connections, so that we can all start commenting and connecting and engaging with one another. So that's it here.
Thank you, Marion. The beautiful Maluna.
Thank you. Because I have the shortest hair in our group, I got to lead. We were well represented, 2 in California and 2 in Pennsylvania. So in alphabetical order, it was Anastasia. She has Airbnb properties, your home away from home in Erie, Pennsylvania. Best compliment was someone said to her, they felt like they were home, staying in one of her properties. She is also I'll call it a budding playwright, about to launch her first baby out into the world of competition with plays and theater. So let's cheer her on with that. Our second queen was Sophia, social media queen, loves to help entrepreneurs, a lot of women and doctors, professionals, not corporations, she said, up-level their social media. And that's the compliment she gets. Being seen out there, helping us with posts, up-leveling social media, the presence out there. And then we had Victoria, finances, making money effortless for women. And she educated us, yes, we do money differently. Yes, it is both an IQ and an EQ. And she helps women get over the fear of money. Because we know if we're afraid of it or have issues, it doesn't come to us. So she helps women make money effortless, heal the wounds, and really get to that financial peace of mind. My company's Pitch Perfect Executive Speaking, all about up-leveling your voice, your presence, and speaking like the good queen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Maluna. Always a pleasure to hear you speak. It's good for our soul. Thank you. I need another person. Do I see a hand? Come on, don't be shy.
If no one's going to speak up, I want to start matchmaking because I can't handle it. It's too exciting.
You just do what you do, Heidi.
I have to, because Elizabeth is a parent coach and she does amazing work. And Remley, I just texted you, but I don't know if you're on it. Remley does coaching for children.
Yes.
Right. So the two of you are such a connection. So please, please, coffee dates. This is what I push, the coffee or the wine. I don't care what you decide on. And then Janet, who's our scarf lady, who has glamour and clothing, and Debbie Campbell, who does the jewelry. Hello. So would you two please follow up? And again, Renee and Roxanne. So those are my girls that I'm itching for the next group to see who I can match make.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, we've got time for one more.
Okay.
Who is it? Okay, I think I saw a hand go. Wait a minute. Renee. You're on mute, honey.
Renee, you're still on mute.
There you go.
Hi.
Yeah.
I was writing down my social media. I just love the energy. I think I would love to have heard everybody's superpower stories. So I was just excited to be here, and you'll be seeing me in your new networking. I'm very excited about that. I really am, to join. And I got to join you too, Heidi. And I'd love to meet any of you that are, if any of you are going through a breakup, shake up, or wake up, I'm giving free consultations away. And a lot of people really get scared when they have to get back in the game of love. So I help put marketing and packaging people together, and you guys all do that. But without love, we got to put love in our lives, because we help a lot of people. But like you said, Roxanne, that love is my whole world. I've been doing it for 29 years. So love is my passion, to help people have extraordinary love. So thank you. This is love. This group is love. We're all going to give each other love and support each other. So I also am a crystal girl. I do have those crystals that you sell, but I never sold them. But you know, the crystal company. What is it called? Where's the girl that sells the crystals that was in our group?
Debbie.
Yeah. Yeah,
Debbie.
there's one necklace that all of you should buy. I didn't wear it today. It's just all crystals. It's like a string of crystals and you can double it. It is so beautiful. But I didn't want to sell it like she does, but I wear it a lot and people ask me all the time about it. And that jewelry is spectacular and it lasts for years. So Deb, good job. And I need the Shaw lady's number again, please.
Oh my
Get it.
gosh, she's amazing. You got to get to know her. Janet.
She's how many Shaws I have and how many things I make my clients buy them. So I'd love
You
to
know,
have
it's
a
so
link.
much more than that. It's actually really lightweight clothes that don't cost an arm and a leg, but look great. So make sure you get with Janet. And
Where
she's
is
just
she on
amazing.
here? Let me see where Janet is.
Right here, wait.
Janet, wait.
Hi, Janet.
I'm pushing all the wrong buttons here, but Renee, I'm gonna try to friend you again and see if I can get a hold of you. I would love to talk to you. There's so many, all of you women, I would love to just friend you
Yes.
on Facebook and spend a few minutes, hours, whatever it takes.
You should
to
do like a free
hook up.
sales thing or something on there because when you go out, it's like those accent pieces that I've gotten some from Heidi that she buys me from you.
Oh,
That black and white, you gave me this black and white scarf. I should go find it. And when I wear it, people go, "Where did you get that?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you know, I don't have access. So I'm going to have to, you know," and I do dress people and I get photo shoots and all that stuff. If you're in LA.
Oh, definitely. Yes.
Yeah.
And all it takes is that one special piece to, take your look to a different level or, suit the occasion. So we can hook up for
Yes.
that and anybody else that would like
Oh
to.
my
do
gosh. You know, this is the power of the Coffee Club Divas and PWN. So we're going to start our next session. We're right on time, but Heidi has something to say first.
Oh, I just want to say, because I want a coffee date with, is it Milana? How do you say your first name?
Maluna, Dr.
Oh,
Maluna.
Luna. You're so
Mhm.
articulate. You're a speech coach. I teach presentation. So I've got my eyes on you. That's
Yes,
all
she's
before we fly
amazing.
And I
away.
help people make money with them. So yes, definitely.
Woo, can't beat that. Okay, we're going to turn it back over to our illustrious Patty, and she's going to take us into the second session.
Awesome. Okay, so this time we're going to shake it up a little bit and we're going to allow you guys to have a ask. And what we would like to know when you go into your groups this time is what we would like you to do is to be able to share with us in there who is the person or industry that if we could get that introduction for you would be a game changer in your business this month, right? Who would that be so that we can actually walk away, not just connecting with each other. Remember, I challenged you 3 connects, right? But how can we really help each other? So start thinking about, oh my gosh, if I had that introduction, that would be a game changer for me. So back to you, Gay.
Okay, and I'm going to try to send you into different rooms. Sometimes the computer does not cooperate, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm sorry, I wanted to,
If you
okay.
end up in a room with the one somebody you already with, that must meant you doubly needed to get with that person.
Thank you, good cover. Just a minute, and here we, wait, one more, just a minute, I'm sorry. I was gonna say.
Oh,
Megan,
okay,
you
we got to
can
wait
turn
for the
recording.
voice. Are we all back? Are we all centered? I learned a
Think
lot
so.
about TM, so that's good. I'm very centered now after Joanne explained to us meditation, which Jenny Askins, the 2 of you need to meet. So I'm facilitating this, but you can all just pop in or raise your hand. We just want to hear some juice. Who would like to share? Yes, go ahead, Rhonda. She's ready.
I'm curious because I'm trying to reach out and maybe get back into doing something, like I said, more productive. So is there like a list, because I'm kind of new to the whole women, the PWN, is it PNW? And, get to see who's doing what and maybe make some kind of connections that could be, beneficial for everybody.
Yes, are you a member?
Like a list of like what people do, where they live, like what they might be looking for, what they, and I could just see if
Are
it
you a
might
member,
fit.
Rhonda?
I don't think that I am, but I get your
No, I think-
emails. So I just,
Yes,
I
yes.
haven't joined, but I keep getting these emails. So I thought today, let me
Mhm.
just get on the thing.
Yeah,
Just do
you'll
it.
get a whole directory with easy ways to reach out to everyone. We have a nice directory and it goes right on your phone on an app. So it makes it very easy.
They're very organized, and Jody, who's not here today, can help you with that. So
Oh,
hopefully
yes.
that you'll take
Megan's a guru at it.
But does it say like, so it has a blurb of what people do, maybe what?
Oh,
you
yes.
Wanda, I have your email. I'll email you and we can totally go over all the stuff together.
Thank you.
How do we join?
Who would like to share from their breakout rooms any ahas, any game changer collaborations, or anybody? Some of you have taken a leadership role and kind of sharing what you learned about each other. So who would like to go ahead and share before we start picking on some people? Yes, go ahead. Milano, I'm not going to say your name.
Maluna?
Yeah,
There, it's Maluna. I won the shortest hair for the second time today.
Good, you're winning.
I had the pleasure of being with Linda and Remley and Roxanne in alphabetical order. We spoke about the need for art. Linda is a fine artist, has amazing boxes, and she's on her third business. You ask her about her fine art and what she's creating. And Remley is all about the future is children, counseling, helping children. She comes from education, being a guidance counselor, as we used to say. She knows what that is and how that works, helping kids, children, and their families. Roxanne has an amazing collagen product, among others. She is an introvert who has done amazing things on Facebook. If you haven't seen her videos, if you haven't spotted that gorgeous tattoo, which is what caught my eye the first time. And we all just spoke of the age of Aquarius and the need to bring back the feminine, the heart, and balance the world. So it was a pleasure to meet 3 new people. Thank you.
You just, she's so articulate, isn't she? I love that. Thank you so much. I love it.
Awesome.
Yes. So who else would like to share? What did you learn about some of your new connections? And did people make coffee dates? So who would like to share about their group today? Go ahead, Miss Birthday Girl, Charlie King.
Hey, I just want to say that it was just me and Tammy Jones. And I got a lot of thinking to do now. She brought up so many new and different things about her financial planning that I had never thought of in a group. So my suggestion is if you have fluctuating income, because we talked about an instance that she was helping somebody with that, or just have some questions about what to do, I would say get a hold of her. It was a very engaging, intelligent, mind-thinking conversation that we had. So thank you very much, Tammy.
Excellent. Thank you, Charlie, for sharing. Good job. Who else would like to share about some of the gals that you met? What did you learn? Any coffee dates that you're excited about? Or give some of your other gals a little shout out. That's always nice. What did you learn? I learned a lot. Go ahead.
Melissa raised her hand.
Okay, Melissa.
I also saw Tammy was maybe raising her hand, so I didn't want to jump in front of her. I really, Bobby Malloy is somebody who's in PWN, but I didn't know her until today. And she is a copywriter. And let me tell you, I have never met someone so passionate about the written word. And I think any of us could benefit from her services. I know that I'm going to be reaching out to her for assistance with writing. And I also just have to commend Janet for being really vulnerable and talking in our group about some of the things that she's struggling with, maybe with promoting her business online, because that's uncomfortable to put ourselves out there and put our face on camera. And so I'm really looking forward to working with those ladies and hearing more from them.
Thank you, Melissa. I just wanted to say that It is a challenge for those of us who have always been one-on-one and felt really comfortable at that. And especially when you have products that people want to see, touch and, try them on. So you have to have a whole new shift in mindset and behavior when you are on the internet. So it was very motivating with Melissa and Bobby and also Debbie. We talked, and so it's kind of like all 4 units of what makes up a business, as far as the verbiage and the products and the financial aspect of it, which like I said, I definitely am not, I would need that desperately, Melissa. So I mean, it was fun, but yet really solid information that you could sink your teeth into, so to speak. So thank you.
I just want to validate that. And Janet is one of my go-tos as a diva. She's been a member for almost 10 years. But what I love what you're sharing is, and that's where I always want to take my divas, is to go deeper. That we don't have to, and this doesn't it feel like just looking at all of us right now, just an hour and a half later, isn't there just more of a connection with everybody right now that you can kind of feel from your heart? And it's okay in the safety of these groups that we can take off our masks. We don't have to be like, everything's perfect. And that's how I see masterminds grow, and groups like this, that we can continue to dig in and get inspiration and support and ideas from each other. Tarni, did you have something you wanted to share?
I just wanted to say, I just really touch base, say hi to everyone, and thank Heidi and Theresa and Patty, obviously, for putting this together. I think it is lovely just to sit in a group, yeah, exactly, clap, clap, clap. Sit in a room with women, and virtually, I don't have to be in Erie or Monterey. And I've loved my 2 groups that I mean, there was nothing, I don't think I can share about them, but it was just lovely making the connection. And certainly I'm going to follow up with some people. I will have to reach out. I'm glad that there's a list. I remember that now. Thank you, Theresa. And I know Heidi, you'll be a good contact. Anyway, I just want to say it was just lovely being with everyone. And I think it's just lovely that we all get together. And I feel very nourished. So thank you.
That's beautiful. Tammy, I know you had your hand up. Where's Tammy?
I kind of want to piggyback on that with Tarni, because I think in a world where we seem to thrive on negativity, it's nice uplifting other women and being positive and being around other people that are very positive in their lives as well. My last group, I was with Charlie, and she does CBD. And there's a lot of information out there. So I was kind of asking her how she kind of talks to people about it, because I hear about veterans that really highlighted, as well as athletes, and you kind of don't know where to start. But she was a wealth of information, and she actually has classes that she does on those programs. So she kind of spoke about a family member that was kind of a negative person in general, and started taking the CBD, and just kind of has flipped and is, much more positive. So I think, like, for anxiety and things like that, she's a great person to reach out to. So I know I plan on kind of talking to her more about that. So, and she's on Facebook.
Thank you, Tammy. So I know I just have one more shout out, and I know we're going to start wrapping up, because I know we want to be in time integrity, but I do want to shout out to Joanne. First of all, can we discuss the hat and the purple and how beautiful she is? And I learned so much about meditation. So if Jenny Askins is my diva who does meditation, I want the 2 of you to connect, please. But I learned about the differences between breath work and mindfulness and TM's, the deeper dive. I mean, it's just a short period of time. So it's not only inspirational, it's educational. Before I pass the baton on to Theresa, I mean, is this something you all would like to do again? Did you feel good about this? Is this something that you might enjoy until we can meet in person? I'm bringing There's different energies, and the Zoom rooms, again, I thought were great. And Megan, again, thank you so much for all of your organization. The PWN really brought their great team, and I'm so grateful and proud of my divas that showed up today and trusting me to say, yes, we're going to play bigger. So back to you, Theresa.
Thank you, Heidi. This pretty much exceeded my expectations. You know, Heidi can attest to this. Before events, you're nervous. You go through the whole gambit of what can go wrong and will anybody show up, and you know, the whole 9 yards. And this had really just the feel of it, the how it played out, how everybody's hearts kind of got into it is so amazing. We weren't just going through the motions. It was truly beautiful. So thank you everybody who participated. And I'd like Patty to just mention, because we'd love to have you come to our think tank that we have every second Wednesday. And we kind of get together like this and just go over things with Patty being our leader in that. Patty, can you kind of mention what you're thinking about going over next time?
Sure. So it's the 6-figure think tank. It is a members only benefit though. So we will say that, but here's what it is. It's like, we don't record it. It's a safe environment where you can be vulnerable and come to the table and really ask for help. We do kind of have a little bit of a theme. Our one that we did in August was about what can we do to finish 2021 strong. Our next one is really about going into 2022 and how you can make 2022 your best year ever and stuff. So we really want to be focusing on that. So we're really, really excited. But I really love the think tank. My heart is really in it because I really love how the women show up. I love how you guys show up. And once we say, hey, no judgment, safe environment, like tell us, and you get the power of all the women to just concentrate on whatever you bring to the table to help you. We would love to have you guys join us.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Patty. So we're wrapping up right on time. We did this whole thing right on the money. I keep a timeline and it was perfect. And so thank you again to all the divas and to their leader, the Queen Heidi. Thank you to Megan. Thank you to Gay. And thank you also to Patty Farmer. And we hope to see everyone soon. We'll have hope to see you at the think tank. That's our next virtual that we'll be having. And Tarni, are you waving or just
say goodbye?
Oh, saying goodbye. Okay. All right. So have a great, wonderful weekend coming up. And Janet, you've got the perfect business for online, girl. You're just not seeing it. It's perfect. It's like you just bring the party with you. So one person that could probably really help you is Roxanne, because she's just amazing and perfect at that. So yeah. I stalked Roxanne for many months, and before I got her to join PWN.
She's amazing.
It was worth every moment of the stalking. So love you all, and we'll see you soon.
Okay.
Yep. Make sure you connect with your 3.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your 3.